Well, wait, it's a communist conspiracy? I thought it's a banker conspiracy. The point is he came out of the communist that was just one movement of the globalist, okay? But it's a very important film. It'll blow you away, and people are very, very excited about it. We have it discounted with the Free Citizen Rulebook when you order it at Infowars.com or InfoWarsShop.com. And again, your purchase makes the broadcast possible. Rob in Rhode Island, who's a TSA worker. Rob, thank you for having the courage to call in. I know I bash the TSA itself. I'm talking about the system and the leaders of it, not you individually. I just get so desperate over the whole thing that I do kind of get mean. But I appreciate you having the courage to call in. Rob in Rhode Island, you're on the air. Tell us what you think about the TSA and what's happening.
Hi, Alex. How are you? Sorry,
Fine.
I'm a little nervous on here today. Basically, what I want to bring to your attention is the fact that in the last week, we've had supervisors come out and say, we need to check bags of people that are at the airport picking passengers up. So, like, for instance, my supervisor had me go through a woman's diaper bag the other day. Now, the woman clearly had 2 children and was clearly there just to pick up her husband. But she's like, oh, there could be a bomb in there or something else.
So now they're going past the checkpoint. As they've said, they're going to start, this was in the news last week, expanding into the parking lot everywhere.
Correct. We're doing patrols in the parking lot with dogs. We're even going as far now as the train station, because the train station is connected to the airport here, and we have guys walking around the train station, walking around the rental cars. We're inspecting cars coming into the parking garage. I mean, we fully expanded. We're no longer just at the gate and just at the security checkpoint, Alex.
Now, I know a lot of people got into this early on as a good-paying job. Now it's incrementally got worse. I've seen statistics that over 80% of TSA workers don't want to do the groping. What effect is it having, all the criticism of what the TSA is doing?
Well, we have a lot of passengers now that, as they're going through the checkpoint, they're saying, please don't touch my junk and everything else. And I'll be honest with you, I work in the back end. I run the cameras and everything else. I'm not out touching people. And there's guys in the coffee room and everything else, and we all have a coalition together that we won't touch people in certain areas. But the problem is, as soon as a supervisor comes over and sees us not following procedures, you're out the door. I
was about to say, I saw a headline that they've been firing a bunch of people last week because they're refusing to really grab the junk hard. I'm okay, I'm going to go through the motions. They've caught them acting like they're doing a pat down. I mean, it's ridiculous. And so, again, what they're doing is creating groups that will follow orders.
Correct. And basically my job is to observe the rest of my fellow employees, and if they're not following the procedure to the line, I'm supposed to write them up, and you get 2 warnings, you're out the door. And we're actually getting guys that used to be former prisoners at the ACI and everything else that have certain issues and are not all there. They're psychopaths.
Oh, let me stop you. I saw that where they're not doing the full background check. You're telling me, as a TSA supervisor of TSA, did you say they're hiring prisoners?
Doing is we have a program in the state of Rhode Island where we'll take prisoners that are out for nonviolent crimes and drug offenses and everything else, basically sociopaths, and we're putting them through the runaround. We're sending them to like a 10-day course and getting them out in uniform, out checking people.
This is huge breaking news. I knew that they were ignoring the background check and hiring defrock priests and things.
It's worse than that. We're getting them right out of the ACI. We're getting them from the unemployment office, and they're telling us to screen the people, and the people that look competent to put their application in one pile, and the other people that are willing, like on the power trip, put them in another pile and give them the chance.
So people that come in that are professional and aren't creeps, you're told don't hire them. Hire people with criminal records.
Correct.
Oh, man.
We have the Corey system up and everything else here, and we go right through them. And if they have a background and it's something like violence or abusing authority or power, we put them right in. We put them guys on the floor first day. Absolutely sickening.
No, I've wondered why I've had a few of them come up and get in my face, and I'm like, you really think you're intimidating me? Hold on, I got to talk to you some more. And we got more TSA people calling in. This is big news. I've got to get, wow. A TSA whistleblower that called in earlier who got disconnected. We're going to go to Phi in Alaska here in a moment. But Rob, what he's saying has been confirmed. But they say, oh, it's a mistake. We hire felons and child molesters, to be TSA. But he's saying, no, this isn't an accident. Of course, all authoritarian. Hitler did it. Stalin did it. Mao did it. They hire criminals. And he's saying they're being told, well, I mean, what do you say whenever they're hire people that are violent criminals? I mean, this is no wonder they don't want whistleblowing, because that's illegal. I mean, there's terrorists everywhere that are going to kill us, but we need to hire criminals to be the TSA, 10 days of training, and then you say they're, well, I mean, I saw it in the news, they're now in the parking lots.
Basically, 10 days of training, and even more than that. See, we'll get Iraq veterans, and I have nothing against veterans at all, but we'll get a lot of veterans that come back, and, you know, they have post-traumatic stress and everything else, and they encourage us to hire them, too. It's all about the power trip, and it's all about, you know, having people bug their eyes out at the public and getting the public conditioned to the fact that the police state is coming.
So they, I mean, do they say bug your eyes out and act powerful?
Yeah, they tell us, you know, make sure you have your chest held high and stand nice and tall, and make sure you eyeball people, and make sure you let these people know that you're in charge, you're the power, you're the law.
Well, you saw the ad for Seattle. It said, we want you to be imperious. And imperious means arrogant and in your face.
Correct. And to take it a level deeper, too, I have friends that are in the National Guard down here. Past 3 weeks, they've been mobilizing armored personnel carriers, tanks, surface-to-air missile battery things from Otis Air Force Base to all over around the state of Rhode Island and up towards Air Mass and everything else. We've seen a lot of equipment moving around.
I know. It's total mobilization ahead of the American people. And it's a nightmare situation. Sir, could you write an email? We won't give out your email address or anything, but could you write an email? I'll put you on hold and send it to one of my writers so we can do an article. And but you know, shall we just have some of the basics of what you're saying in a written?
Yeah, I can actually fax you some paperwork over or whatever and give you some documents. I mean,
let's do that. Guys, I always forget. What's the fax number? I'm always asking for it, and then... yeah, I don't think I even have I mean, I know we have fax numbers, and it used to be on the wall over here, but I never give it out. We'll privately keep you on hold here, and then give you the back, bat number, email, and give you a. Okay, let me just give it to him off air. In fact, just give it to me right now, and then I'll give it to him off air. And again, this guy's got the right attitude. Stand up against this now. Don't just get cowed. I'm going to go to Fi here in a minute. Stay there, Fi. Rob, guys, tell me that number again, one more time. Eight. Oh, okay, I got that. Have we checked that number lately? Is that working? I mean, who gave you that? Well, who knows? It's on the board there. It may be to, like, Siberia or something. It might be to, like, Timbuktu for all I know. Got so many numbers hanging around here. It might be to the local radio station or something. Wow, that's amazing. I tell you what, I'm going to put you on hold. I'm going to get your phone number. I'm going to have one of the reporters call you. And I just want to tell you, folks, showtips at Infowars.com. TSA people, you don't have to commit crimes. And it is a crime. When people above you, they're involved in the crime, say, we want you to hire imperious, criminal record thugs to get in people's faces. Absolutely, truly disgusting that this is happening. I am just reeling right now, absolutely blown away. Rob, before I put you on hold, I'm going to come back and talk to Fi. Anything else you'd like to add for folks out there?
I just asked the folks that they really need to wake up and they need to realize that, time is short. And, World War II is repeating itself. We're right at the precipice of where Weimar Republic was. And if people don't wake up now, it's going to be too late.
Yeah, no, a bunch of criminal banks took over America. They're getting ready to absolutely have re-education camps.
Network.
Okay, we're taking phone calls from TSA whistleblowers here on this Monday edition. And I just talked to a TSA guy. And he was saying we already knew that they're hiring criminals, but how it's all on purpose. They want brutal criminals. And his job is to watch them and his National Guard buddies, getting ready for martial law. It'll just make your head spin. We've got Fi, just going by an acronym, I guess, there in Alaska as a TSA worker. What'd you think of that last caller?
Good morning.
Yes, sir, you're on air. What'd you think of the last caller?
Well, he's right on the button, that's for damn sure. There's nothing that he didn't say that isn't so. And right here, being where I'm sitting right now, I've Fairbanks, Alaska, set up for 20,000 people with 20,000 coffins. There's other things such as the spraying going on, where it's killed almost all of our birds and small animal life.
Up in Alaska, most of the seals are dying. The air traffic people, their hair's falling out. Radiation's gone up. But you say you're a TSA worker?
Yes.
Tell us your take on all this.
Well, I've sat there and I've watched this stuff happening. I've seen little kids, just like you've mentioned. I've seen mothers and fathers get hauled off to the back rooms, and it's just going crazy. I mean, this place is starting up here too. And there was one old man. He was 86 years old. He died here about a month ago. And he was telling me that when he was in the military service, he was stationed at Fort Richardson, Alaska, and he was in the USARAL support headquarters. He was working in there. Teletype came over back in the 60s, he said, and it was a birth of a baby. Are you still there?
Yes, sir.
Okay. It was a birth of a baby, and he got to see the actual footage after it was declassified on the base, and then it showed Obama being born in a Midway Island, and it showed a picture. He said, the old man said, he was 86 years old. It said he seen a picture of the mother walking through the door to a infirmary on Midway Island. He also said that in the film footage that Eisenhower had taken of the planes landing and taking off, highly secure base, he said that the woman had refused a wheelchair ride to the infirmary, and she walked there to the infirmary, and it looked like she was a penguin, he said, walking. So I don't know if that has anything to do
I guess because the military in those areas would be marking down where U.S. citizens had kids out of the country so they would get their citizenship. I know that goes on. I don't know why there'd be footage of it. But listen, I appreciate your call, sir. Very, very, very interesting phone call. I don't know what to say right now. Everything's driving me completely nuts. I mean, I've got CNBC video at Infowars.com where they say, quote, "We are absolutely slaves of central banks." And they have all the guests on there going, yes, bankers rule us. Foreign banks, but they're doing a good job, basically. And then I've got all these newscasts about, don't be alarmed by the army on the streets. Don't be alarmed. Everything's fine. I mean, I am living in la-la land right now. By the way, tonight on the Nightly News, Watson's doing part of it. I'm doing the other part. I will announce the winner. Do we have that, the name of the article at Infowars.com? I will be announcing the winner of Phase 1 Obama Dictator Contest. And we've got a bunch of the finalists up at Infowars.com. Let me see if I can find where that's at. Since he told you earlier, can we find out again where that's at so I can tell people about it? Because I don't see it in the main sections. And real fast, I'll run out and get him and find out here. I'll find out. Top right-hand link, green link.